Our next guest has certainly had a notable career in the legal realm, from making history as the first African-American woman to sit on the Superior Court of Northern California, to having a part in ending school segregation and legalizing same-sex marriage. Judge Ladoris Hazzard Cordell joins us now to discuss her new memoir titled Her Honor, My Life on the Bench, What Works, What's Broken, and How to Change It. Judge Cordell, thank you so much for being here tonight. Appreciate your time. Your story on how you became a judge is so unique. Tell us about the unexpected phone call that changed your life.
It was a phone call from a judge. I didn't know him, and he invited me to join a pro tem judge program. Lawyers, after practicing for a certain period of time, can be a judge for a day and preside over a small claims case. And those are cases where no lawyer is involved, like what Judge Judy presides over. So I got a phone call thereafter and said, oh, your number has come up on the rotation. Do you want to come down and preside? So I did. I went down and presided over a case where two women were suing each other. And I'm just going to leave a teaser for those who are going to read the book and just let you know that the case was all about hair. And I mean hair. And as a result of that case, it really got me thinking that I really wanted to be on the bench. And eventually that's exactly what happened.
Judge, that's a really good tease. You have another career for you in TV news. So in your book, you write about the time that you defied the judicial system and officiated a same-sex marriage. You say, and I quote, when the ban on same-sex marriage was still in full force and effect in California, I deliberately violated that ban and presided over the wedding of two women. What compelled you to take part in that ceremony? At
the time, two women asked me to preside over the wedding, and they knew that even though I would preside over it, it wasn't going to be legal, because at the time, those marriages were not legal. But we did it as a statement to say that this law is wrong. We're going to defy it. It was basically kind of a mode of civil disobedience.
Certainly a bold move. Now, in one of your earlier chapters, you reference the juvenile justice system. You say that politicians, legislators, and the media promote laws that blur the lines between the treatment of juveniles and that of their adult counterparts. Explain what you mean there.
Sure. Juvenile courts were set up because they are different from adults. Adult courts are basically, and we're talking the criminal legal system, adult courts are primarily punitive. They're not really looking as primarily at rehabilitation. Juvenile courts were set up for rehabilitation because we believe juveniles can be redeemed if they have committed criminal acts. So over the years, however, things change, attitudes changed, and we ended up with juvenile courts that were really becoming more and more punitive as well. Many juveniles were being tried as adults. But in the aftermath of the murder of George Floyd, with Black Lives Matter, people are looking anew at the juvenile justice system and trying to get it back on track to where we're looking primarily at rehabilitation and not punishment. I truly believe that all young people, with very, very, very rare exceptions, can be redeemed and can be rehabilitated.
And of course, their maturity levels, of course, change over time and over the years. Now, after you left the bench in 2001, you were appointed as the independent police auditor in the city of San Jose, where you investigated violence and mental health care in the jail system. What did your investigation conclude?
I was the chair of a Blue Ribbon Commission that looked into the state of the jails in Santa Clara County, which is the 5th largest county in California, in the aftermath of the beating death of a mentally ill inmate by 3 correctional officers at the jail. And what we looked at in that Blue Ribbon Commission was how the jail functioned, how it operated, and found that so many things were broken, and made over 100 recommendations to change how the jails run. In particular, the top recommendation was to have civilian oversight over the operation of the jails.
Lastly, in your memoir, you offer 10 suggestions on how to effectively change areas in the broken legal system. One area you address is the recall of judges. Where do you stand on that?
If judges have engaged in malfeasance, if they've committed crimes, if they've engaged in misconduct, the public has every right, voters have every right to say, we want to recall that person before that judge's term is up. but that's not how recalls generally work in this country. And basically how they work is that anytime a judge makes a decision, even if it's a lawful decision, if some people don't like it because maybe it's controversial, that judge could be recalled. And that's what happened recently here in California. My concern is that if a judge can be recalled for making a lawful decision, we're going to lose an independent judiciary, which is critical to our democracy. So I want to see recalls, if states want to have them, be utilized only when judges have misbehaved, not when they've made lawful decisions, because we don't want judges looking over their shoulders before they make decisions, worried about whether or not they're going to be recalled because somebody doesn't like what they have decided, even though that judge has followed the law.
Many interesting points. Thank you so much for your time. Retired Judge Ladoris Cordell, thank you for being on our show tonight.
Thank you so much, and I hope everyone reads Her Honor. It's an eye-opener for everyone.
Absolutely. Thank you. Her Honor, My Life on the Bench, What Works, What's Broken, and How to Change It is on sale tomorrow.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.